to react and to take a step back and review the reaction and be like, you know, I don't want to live like that no more. I don't want to react that way. That's not who I am. I want to choose to be different. Hey guys. So I just wanted to come through and talk about some of the things that have been kind of weighing me down, bothering me, you know, those things that I struggle with mentally. I've been struggling with this hormonal acne. It's like very cystic. You can't see it with my makeup covering it, but you can kind of see the scars. It makes me feel really self-conscious sometimes when I'm not wearing my makeup. Other days I feel more confident and I don't care, but this particular day, yesterday, I just felt really ugly. I just kept looking at myself and I'm like, wow, I feel gross. Look at all my pimples, dude. They look crazy. Wow. You love me? How much?
2.
You always say that. I say, you love me? And she says yes, and I say how much? She says 2, which makes sense. I love you too, right? I love you too. Look at my little girl. You're my baby. I love you. We were gonna get donuts and Celia ended up falling asleep, so then my partner's like, yo, go ahead and order the donuts. And I did not want to go and order the donuts. I didn't want to go in by myself. I didn't feel like talking to anybody. I just didn't feel like going in somewhere. Like my brain was over dramatizing the whole entire thing and I got really overwhelmed and I was like, oh, I don't want to go by myself. He got kind of frustrated with me and was like, well, why? And I was just like, well, I don't know. I just don't feel like it. But it didn't even occur to me why I didn't want to. And I felt stupid. Like, why can't I just go in and order donuts? Why is that so hard? And then it hit me, no, it's because I feel ugly. My skin feels really bad. I feel like I look really gross. My hair is actually, it's been thinning way over like almost 2 years now. It's been thinning for a long time, actually, yeah. And I never knew what it was, but then I found out I had the copper IUD and I found out that that messes up your hormone really bad, and it also causes like schizophrenia and depression, and it really messes with your thyroid. There's so many problems, and even acne, weight gain, suicidal thoughts. There's so many issues with birth control and the copper IUD, which is supposed to be hormonal free, but it counteracts and messes with your hormones because you have a lot of copper in your body, so then copper toxicity and all that. So I got my IUD taken out this past September 8th. It's November 26th, and my hair's still coming out like a lot. So anyways, my hair, everything, I've just been going through a crazy healing journey with that, which I'm gonna make a separate video on copper toxicity, my experience with the copper IUD and why I got it taken out, because there are lots of women out there struggling and suffering from the side effects. I'm constantly in my head about my acne, if I gain weight or if I feel nasty, but I feel so much better from the last video I made, which I don't know if I posted it yet, but I made a video about body dysmorphia and how I just realized I'm struggling with that. There's just a lot coming up to the surface during this time in my life. I'm 30 years old and it feels like it's right. It feels like it's time to really face what I have been running away from within myself. I know that I'm not the only one, so that's why I just love to share my story, and I want anyone to feel like, you know, they're not alone, and that it's not normal to feel this way, but it's common for us to feel this way because of the life that we've lived, the programming that we've been through, and now we're here just trying to deconstruct and take all the layers of fear away, the layers of doubt, self-hatred. You know, we're just trying to reveal what's beneath the layers and come back to wholeness and unconditional love within, so that could radiate outwards and we could love our partners, our kids, our family so much more from a place of wholeness and authenticity and purity, unconditional love, you know, rather than conditional love. So yeah, that's that. I get in my mind where I really struggle with just picking myself apart some days. It's like, it's weird. I'll just wake up and I'll be in this mood and I don't know where it comes from. I don't know if it's from a thought process that just leads me into a downward spiral. It'll get to the point where I will look around, and if there is a pretty girl, or I'll just compare myself to them. I feel so gross and they look so put together and nice, and it's just like, what the hell, dude? I go into this crazy dysfunctional pattern of thought and I start to react from that. And then I get so upset at myself from doing that. Like, I'll replay the thing that happened and I'm like, wow, I cannot believe that's the process that my mind was going through, how I was treating myself and just creating my moment. I created it to be my own personal hell by not loving myself and comparing myself, being mean to myself. But I know I'm not the only one that feels like this, you know. So let me know in the comments below if you ever have thoughts about yourself. You have bad days where you just are looking at yourself, not feeling myself. I'm not feeling like I want to go out into the world. I don't want anyone to see me. You know, because it's just the opposite of when you do your makeup and you do your, you know, like today I did my makeup and I feel really good, and it was easy to face the world today. It was easy to go out and go grocery shopping and do things that I wanted to do. There's a feeling behind the action that you're taking. It's energy and motion, your emotions. How you feel about yourself really does leak out into the world, into other areas of your life, in every relationship of your life, with money, with your loved one, your kid, you know. And sometimes we like to blame those on the outside and we like to cause conflict with them, and it's all because of our own inner wounds and belief systems that are rooted within fear. There's just times in my life where it's like a really dark time where I have to go inward and learn about myself. I love smoking weed. When it's like medicine for me, I don't smoke it every day. I don't like to be high every single day. I like to be sober, but I do treat marijuana like a little medicine, like a little antidote for me. I smoke, and when I'm high I have really deep reflections within myself, and sometimes this light just unfolds within me and it feels so beautiful, and I have so much love, and I feel like I can connect to God more. I feel like I understand the meaning behind life and why I'm here, and I know exactly what I need to do from this moment forward, and that's just be present and at peace. Fill myself with creativity and inspiration so I could create and share. Weed is so great when it comes to that. Yeah, it's okay to feel like shit. It's part of the human experience. It's really healing to let those emotions come through, to react and to take a step back and review the reaction and be like, you know, I don't want to live like that no more. I don't want to react that way. That's not who I am. I want to choose to be different. The next time you feel triggered and these emotions are coming through and the outer world is reflecting back to you that same energy, it's time for you to shift. And it's so hard. There's so much resistance because you're not used to shifting the energy, but you have to shift completely the thoughts, the way that you're feeling 100% opposite of what you are right now. So you have to just let the resistance go and choose something different. Choose love, choose positivity, and move beyond that resistance. Move beyond that feeling of suffocation, like you're suffocating, like you're drowning in your own misery, and you know you are, and you're pissed that you are, but you don't want to be good for some reason. But it's like, no, fuck that, like I'm gonna be good. And the moment you take one little movement towards the opposite direction, things are going to shift, and you're going to receive so many blessings and symbols that resemble what you're going through, and it's going to be a very healing moment, and you'll be able to reflect on it later and repeat the process. We just keep repeating what we don't grow from. We repeat the same negative cycle until we're ready to choose differently, think differently, and be differently. And that's what changes and transforms our sense of being, our life, everything. Love heals everything. That's why I am thinking about naming my channel Be the Love, because Be the Love is just so transforming, just hearing that in itself. But yeah, that's just a little bit of what's been going on in my world. Thanks for spending your time with me. If you watched this whole video, that's amazing. comment below if you struggle with depression, or you know, everyone goes through the dark, so share your story. I just want to hear from my community. I know it's really small, but it would just be nice to communicate and chit chat a little, say hi. Thank you so much for watching. You will see me in my next video. Peace.